Yeah. I need to be scooted out just a bit. And this also needs to be raised up a bit because it's coming off. There we go. Good enough. Good enough. On the framing, I believe we are probably live by now. Give me a secco. Straighten out my covers. Oh boy. I have had a pretty relaxing evening. I just laid back. I laid back and watched YouTube videos. Here we go, put the icon back on my phone. 1 second there. My phone has this weird thing. Oh, wrong folder, not there. My phone has this weird thing where, like, if I have to reset it for something, which thankfully isn't very often, but every time that I do, some icons are gone from the home screen. It is the OnePlus X. I love the phone for everything else. My biggest issue, however, is storage. Internal storage. Because you can move a lot of apps to the SD card, but it doesn't move the entire app over. It moves, like, all the data and everything that it can over to your SD card. And 16 gigs isn't a lot, and I am really running out of storage. I had to uninstall, like, 3 other apps to install a very important app for this Pavlok unit here. Which, actually, without... Pretty sure if I hold it like this, I can do it without zapping myself. Got a little bit of a zap from that, but you guys saw the lightning bolt flash. That's okay. And I don't think I'm trading myself anything bad from that. Let us get up the commons thing. There was one more thing I was going to do. Whoop. And did I? I need to double check. Online says elapsed time, but it's say enough. This live stream page is weird. But I do want it running. Because it's a good check. Come on. Wait. Why is that more of... This should be number 1. Boom. Or just that. Okay. Live dashboard seems to be working here. Why was it not loading on my phone? Because my phone went to sleep. Have to retry. Play that. One person watching now. Hello, hello. Pretty sure. OBS says we're good. Last thing that I want to do. Getting a slow start here. Live streaming is not my forte. Come here, girl. Oh boy. Say hello to Jima again. My sweetie pie. My girl. I don't take her out as often as I probably should. Partly because, like, she likes being out of the cage and is fine with being on my shoulder and hanging out with me. But to get her out, I have to do a little bit of work to get her out. I have to, like, actually, I have to, like, grab her by the back and the legs and kind of forcibly take her out of the cage. But once she's out, she does enjoy it. She likes walking around, so it's not a bad thing. I don't know why you don't just step up on my finger in the cage. Oh boy. I need to make sure that I have access to, do I have, oh boy, sorry guys, we should be working here, but, oh, I see it. Just getting Mr. Kitty so that I can tell Kima not to peck at my earbuds if she so desires, but right now Mr. Kitty's going to be hidden under the excess of covers off the side of the bed. Pop in my earbuds, we'll get back to work. I got two watching now. Hey guys, hey. I got, not, well, yeah, it was rest, sort of. Thinking about Maksing does make me a little bit tired, but it was good. I just laid back and watched stuff, so I didn't sleep. Because I try to go to bed at bedtime. That will help me get to bed sooner, and I'm sure that's done. Boy. Oh boy, I keep saying I've started, but I haven't. What do I want? Because I'm... Okay, I will. I will say in just a second. Good girl, Gina. Oh boy, let's get to work. Actually, I'm just grabbing some mints because I'm craving something, but not more food. I don't know why, but I ended up throwing up this afternoon. And then after that, I was, of course, hungry again, and so I came back in, started watching videos, and ate almost an entire can of Stax chips. Yeah. There's, like, that much chips left. I went ham on this. 5 3/4 ounce. And there it is. Start off with some Sweet Striped soft mints here. Let's actually get to work. Hopefully the mint calms my stomach down. And I'm sure the noodles weren't bad. I don't know why. Maybe I've just been staying up too much lately. A little bit extra tired. It was some sort of a rhythm like that. Or I could have actually been very well dreading masking. Because, you know, like you can get physically sick when a test is coming up. And it's really a nocebo. Something you believe is happening, but I forget how to explain it. Go look up a video by what's his name? It's 2 watching now. Okay. I don't know if I saw that before. It's by... Oh, my brain is running slow. CGP Grey. Thank you. Thank you, brain. Yeah, he, it's on the nocebo effect. Which is like, it's if we were in a room together and I said that I was sick, but I wasn't, or that I smelled something funny, and then you guys subsequently got sick because of that, but weren't actually sick. Okay. Did I just feel you peck on my buds? Remember, Mr. Kitty's here. There we go. Hide Mr. Kitty. Mr. Kitty's gone, okay? Okay, girl. Mr. Kitty only comes when you do bad things. You're okay. There we go. Really quickly, I am just going to put this one song on loop. I don't know why. Next up is... The loop is weird. If I just lay here. We were going backwards, weren't we? Mm-hmm. Help me remember what I was doing. I'm also gonna turn the brightness down on my device. What? This is weird. On my phone, there's a light traffic notification. It says, light traffic in your area. Faster than usual. What? And why is it telling me traffic? Is it predicting I'm going to go to work tonight or something? Oh well, enough about that. One watching now. Back to live chat. Let's get to work. So, we're modifying the top, trusting my shoulder work. Ooh. That's not good. I hate how these earbuds kind of plug your ears and make you hear yourself in a different way. Almost better than now. Okay. Good girl. Okay. Another test point. This. Ah, that's a huge door. Maybe it's supposed to be that big. I don't know. It's probably not supposed to be that big. That looks like a better fit. And it's making the size fit just right. Also, that swatch of hair. Oops. Can't. I still have audio, right? Yes, I do. Okay. So if I went forward a frame. Hopefully it doesn't look bad to have our swatch of hair be eaten up. Well. Oh, that edge. Look at... We'll be fixing that in just a second. Should the mask include this? I'm gonna leave it out for now and just fix my edges. So like First of all, let's get you out of the way so I can see what I'm doing. Like, why is it that the door gets in the way of what I'm doing, but that piece of there didn't when I was testing that? I don't know. Oops, wrong tool. Okay. Oops. Oh. I have to worry about the top two, don't I? Yeah, I do. And I also just thought a word. I might have to up the ante if this doesn't work and go to like 20%. I am not looking forward to that. I hate it. It's not fun. At all. Well, where did my thing go? What just happened? Oh, I know. Wait, no, I don't know. Oh. Was it one of these got checked or something? I don't know. You know, all of these can just come over like that. Okay. Okay. First of all, you need to be included. The next, all of these ones right here. Except maybe you. There we go. I'm totally fine with also giving you a little more space on... Whoops. Just giving this whole thing more space. Gotta realize here I'm working with this... Okay. Love you, sweetie. Let's win. Chasing. Oops. I wish it really was beautiful. But actually, it's, it works. That's it. That's all it does, is it works. This is one thing I really don't like about editing, but then I kind of do. I don't like mundane stuff, but then I kind of do. Like, back when I did the Neverhood series with my friend Carrie, I believe we filmed all of the episodes, and then I started to edit and release. Which, we filmed in sections that were several hours long. I don't know, like 2 hours, about. Sometimes less. And... with each of those sections, I would then go and split them up into 20-minute pieces. You know, here's about 20 minutes. Let's find a good break in the conversation in the game and split it. And I was kind of dreading that because it's very mundane and the same thing over and over and over again. But then I did it, and I actually didn't dislike it as much as I thought I would. Although I still do prefer something like a short film where you don't know exactly. Every scene is going to have a action a little bit differently and a cut a little bit differently, like this film right here. And so you kind of have to figure out exactly when to split each thing, put things in different orders. It's a little more creative than just, get it here, you're good. And also, the waiting time for the neighborhood was a bit annoying, because once you cut this 20-minute section out, you have to render it, which takes a while. Bleh. But yeah, hey, I love doing this. It's really fun. Really? That passes for an edge? Well, no. I probably hadn't fixed this edge yet. I am gonna move this because it's now getting in the way. Oh. Goodness. Right, I gotta remember the right edge of the clock. Have I been doing that? Nope. No. Not, that looks weird down there, but hey, whatever. Give ourselves a little more space. Okay, that looks good. We're going back the direction that we were originally going. Chasing cars around our heads. Love you, sweetie. If I just lay here, would you lie with me? Just forget the world. Confused about how as well these things will never change for us. If any of you guys think about video editing or YouTube channeling, make sure the editing you look at various things. Maybe you enjoy mundane, maybe you prefer the more short film type, kind of random. Local file. Change of music. Know what? Yeah, nope. I'm going to groove music. There we go. Lost in the Milky Way. Smile the empty sky and wait for the moment a million chances may all collide. I'll be the guiding light. Swim to me through stars that shine down. Go to the sleep world as they fall to earth. Sailing blind. Mind, I get the feeling you'll be fine. I still believe that in this world. You know, I wonder if YouTube's like, this looks like a computer tutorial. Computer tutorials aren't suitable for most advertisers. No monetization for you. I don't know. Oops. Oops. Just want to make sure that this is enough. Yeah. I think... Yeah, I think that's enough. Don't you? I'm getting tired again. Time for another break again. No, it's not time for another break. Sometimes that's what you have to do in life. I'm staring at my padlock thinking, should I shock myself? No, I shouldn't, because I haven't done any of the main habits that I'm breaking, but also wanting to take a break isn't bad. As long as you press through and don't take a break. Birds calling nameless. It comes and goes and leaves me on a... Get the more you want. What if I did this, and then this, minus that one. Whew. I like it. Except for this. I'll become the only reason is just because. Oops. Chocolate, like, not chocolate, candy cane peppermint lifesavers. Don't ask me why I had the urge to beatbox into this mostly empty tissue box. Oh, yeah. Maybe I had the urge because it's time to clean up after my cutie pie. All done. All clean. I wonder why it is we say that to kids. We're like, when they're done with their juice, oh, done. All clean. Whatever. What does it... I guess it kind of teaches them the meaning of all done. There's no more juice coming out of this bottle. All done. Oh, this must be all done. All gone. I don't know. I'll find out when I'm a dad someday. Which I actually look forward to. Working at the dollar store, seeing all these kids come in with their parents, makes me want to see kids. Should have mentioned this in the Working on Sundays video, but I love it when kids come in all by themselves pretty much and buy stuff. Like, seriously, it's so cool. So cool to see them come in and buy stuff. I love it. Especially when they're really nice, they say thank you, they pay with exact change. But even if they don't pay exact change, I still love it when they buy stuff on their own. gives me hope for this generation. Painless. This kind of looks like that, similar color, but I'm going to say it's part of her head, because we need a nice curviness to her head there, which is kind of curvy. It works. Moving on. Because at this point, I don't know if that would look totally fine, or if it would look like a glaring issue. So I pretty much just need to be like, looks good enough. If we get to the point with the mask where we're putting the actual object in and it looks wrong, then you can adjust it. This is the thing that I'm really, really worried about, because I'll do things like this and it looks good when I am doing it like this, and then when I play it back to test it, I'll be like, ah, it shifted to the left. Need to go fix that. Just making sure that my, I want the phone screen to be off. That works. I want it to be off, but it still needs to be doing this. Because the phone's gotten pretty warm doing this. Anyways, let's... Floating through an open door. But it turns to... There we go. Back go clouds that sting your eyes. With the feelings deep inside. Tears that never die. Picture clean. Start to dream. Oh, by the way, I don't know, I didn't mention this, but... Like, I wasn't going to do this yesterday, but I didn't. What I did do yesterday is I went and I saw The Darkest Hour. Movie about Winston Churchill. Common ancestor to me, which if you don't know what that means, it's like, it's, if you go back through your genealogy far enough and then come forward, you will find Winston Churchill. And you know, I'm also common ancestor to you. The two people that are watching, I'm common ancestor to you. And no, I'm not talking about Adam and Eve. Somebody a lot closer than Adam and Eve. Can you guess who? Noah. Ha! Joke's on you. That's, I've done that a few times to some friends and people. It's a little joke I have. Not my best joke, but a joke nonetheless. And hey, it actually is true as well. You get them all excited about, oh, how are you related? What genealogy thing did you dig up in all of your online research? Oh, really? That guy who floated a bunch of animals on a boat when God flooded the earth? Okay. Yeah, whatevs. My favorite song by the Lightning Seeds. This is Pure. Let's sing it. Nighttime slows, raindrops splash rainbows. Perhaps someone you know could sparkle and shine. Daydreams slide to color from shadow. How do I want to do this? And I love you. Oops. Oh, nope. That was control click. That was cool. Gotta make sure it looks good. It does look good. Yeah, I like that. For a little comparison here. Before. After. Before. Almost. After. Oh, actually, oh, 1 second. Do this. 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 No. Why would you want that to be the biggest thing ever? I don't know. I guess if you're trying to follow past and see where it is wrong, so... Before... After... Before... After... I just realized another kink. And up. Okay, so, that looks okay. I should just trust that it'll be fine, okay? I was thinking because the shadow changed a little bit where it was depending on the angle of the camera, which it will. That's the biggest issue with a project, something like this, is getting everything lined up. Because when the camera angle changes on something, even just a little bit, it changes the edges. The edges are no longer exactly the same. Something might have a longer edge, the edge might have a different curve to it, it might be skewed. So it's not as simple as taking a still image from one frame and then moving that still image on top of something else and following around the frame, especially if the edges have to match up perfectly. Amen, sweet. So yeah. Oh yeah. Sent. She's dream. Sweet dreams tonight. Nope. Oh yeah. I didn't realize it, but because of this, I can see her hair and see where I need to be. Oh, I need to avoid make as little work for me as possible. Like, I was going to have this over here, drag this one down, and drag this over. That's quite a bit of work. You need to make this as easy as possible. Oh. Please dream in sweet dreams tonight. You, drugs in me. Glue, I never want to set me. And to be fair, I could add another mask too, if I so desired to. for the light, I could. For that swatch up there, I totally could, but I'm not going to. Why? Make this process as easy as possible. That's cutting it close. Let's test. Why are those tools still up? What have I done? There we go. Yeah, that looks good. Enough. Things that lie in our way. Break it. Want all I wanna do. Never hesitate. I just looked at the padlock and had the sudden urge to zap myself. Why? Is it because this horrid massive thing that I have to do? I hope that's it. I hope that it's just me wanting to be a little bit hard on myself for the extra work I created myself, and not something else. Because if I'm secretly deep down in my brain growing a liking for this zapping, that's a problem. Because zapping yourself isn't necessarily good. It's not going to be extremely harmful within the realm that this device does. But at the same time, it's probably not the best thing to do all the time. And then also it just kind of makes that thing null and void. And it's like, oh boy, a very bad habit. I'll just zap myself. But I like being zapped. Dun dun dun. 1 second. Oh goodness, 1 second. I gotta see this. I'm watching me live stream now. I gotta see this. Sorry guys, I get watching yourself is interesting. It's coming up. Yeah, I got up close to the camera. The reason is rotting with treason today. Excuse me. Dog is barking, the baby's crying, and then he days I'm multiplying. She says it's time to make decision. Then time's on breakfast, television. Life's a trial. I suddenly felt tummy ache. Ugh. Kitty purr almost, if you will. But Jima knows it's just me doing stuff. Sweetie pie. Telephone. Interesting prospect. A green apple lifesaver. Or, well, it's just apple. Not my favorite flavor, but not the worst. Cherry's the worst out of this mix. I picked them all out. So an apple lifesaver with some apple juice. Would have been better if that juice was cold, but that juice is not cold. That juice is warm, room temp. Bleh. At this point, I'm going to do this. Why is that so... Oh. That doesn't do at all what I wanted. Oh my... Is it... Oh. That's why. It's this. That point. That's kind of makes sense why you, like, can do between 2 points that aren't connected, but why would you want to? Like, someone explained to me when that would be good. I don't know. There are plenty of things I don't know. You run into... Doing this kind of stuff, you run into new things that you don't have, that you've never done before, interesting situations, and it makes it fun. I remember a time where I was like, I just downloaded a new sound effect to use in my video games and videos. Cool. I have like 150 sound effects now. And some music too. I'm set forever. And then I made another video game and I'm like, oh, I don't have that sound effect. I need to go get another sound effect. Yay! I now have 151 sound effects. All the sound effects I could ever need. I'm set forever. Really? Did you not learn from the past 10 times or so? And I did eventually learn that I might run into sound effects that I end up needing some of. Even making my own sound effects. I couldn't find the right sound effect for the movie I'm editing right now. So I went out and recorded it. Myself. Using, not the same microphone that I'm using, but the same recorder. The Zoom H6. Woo! I'm like, on something. I'm not on something actually, okay, guys? I just feel happy and joyous and like I am legit. I don't know. Anytime I'm like just extra, whoa. Anytime I'm just like extra happy and having lots of fun, you know what? With that back there, that is not noticeable. That doesn't look bad, so I'm going to leave that and run. That's so coolio. BFDI quote. Hee! Skin, touch, skin. I'm gonna need some more complexity over here. Bring me another point over here, please. Merci beaucoup. French for thank you, I think. I don't know. I probably even said that horribly, too. If anybody who's from France is watching, I'm not trying to learn French. Don't know why I said that. Don't be angry at me. Sorry. Every once in a while I just get tired and I don't want to talk, but I want to think, and I do. You know those candies where you kind of like the flavor, but only subtly, so you put it in your cheek, and it takes longer to suck them down, but you don't get such a strong burst of their flavor? This is one of them. Burp. Hold tight all night, I won't let go. Headlight, my hands are tied. You know what I'm gonna do? Because I think this will save some time. Where you go, Oh, what? What did I do? Oh. I did something. It's paradise. Copy value. Paste. What? Huh, weird. From kisses to blue. Oh. Huh. This is awkward. Oh, right, because the light point stayed in, but this one didn't. So here, what we need to do now is... Can we... They seriously need a make shape button. Like, take all of the points that you have and make a rectangle. Because that's what that's kind of what I need to do right now. Is make a rectangle. A rectangle. A rectangle. To make you cry. You know, I just had this weird thought that I wonder if this has happened anywhere, actually. I was thinking about a guy who used to work at the dollar store where I work. I think he was fired because he wasn't doing good enough job. But, like, he was actually trying. I just think what I know of him, what I know from, like, the times that I worked with him, it seemed to me like he got laid off, fired, because it just wasn't for him. And so that kind of translated into how good of a job he was doing, even though he was trying pretty hard. But I just thought of him and then had the thought, yeah, I left this job for another job that's pretty much the same, except for the other job says, you're working too hard. Work a little bit less hard. Also, we're going to pay you more than the other place. Which I'm pretty sure that hasn't happened. If it actually, it might have, there's a slight chance that it does. Especially if you look at physical labor versus other kinds of labor, like a coding job would pay more than a dollar store job, but less physical labor. Back to masking. Romance is the day I was born. Oh, my baby, build walls to surround. Down. Believe me, I need you. Hold on. Why is my cursor stuck? There we go. But oh my baby, I never realized the joy, tell the joy. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Baby, I never realized the joy, tell the joy was gone. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Good enough, okay. It should get a little bit easier from here on. Oh, I just thought another word again. I have to do it. Ah. If this doesn't work, there is a return policy. I forget how many days, but they do have a return policy. If this doesn't work, I'll be like, why did I zap myself? If this looks like it's going to work and then it doesn't and the time period has elapsed for return, full refund, I'll be like, $200 and, I don't know, 1,000 zaps later, I'm a horrible failure. Sorry, Jima. Didn't mean to scare you, girl. Oh boy. Back to masking. I'm going to give myself one more shock to make sure I'm not getting used to it. I might have to up it by 10%. Oh, I hope I have... I gotta check something. I'm wondering if I've not been getting good contact, and so I'm getting, like, a percentage of the, 10%. I hope it didn't. If that reset, I'm gonna be scared. Padlock. There we go. Let me just check this really quickly. Connected. Yes, it is at 10%. Really? Okay, oh. Ow. So, not making good contact with this is a thing. I am not putting this on my... My mom said that my fingers are probably more sensitive than the rest of my arm. I'm too scared to try that. I'll stick to the fingers and make sure I get a good zap on the fingers. Oh, man. That was worse than all the other zaps that I've had all the time that I've been doing this video for you guys. Live chat back open. 2 people, 1 watching now. Please tell me you didn't leave because of zapping myself. Oh, yay! Oh, this is so nice right here. Because if you see here, this has to be over far enough anyways that I won't have to drag it over anymore. Yay! It's getting easier! Now I'm really feeling like a tingling on my 2 fingers and this weird, not comfortable feeling in the right side of my elbow. Two people watching. Hey, guys. And never mind tomorrow. Girl, you're happy. You taste that summer. Oh, who was the fool? Oh, 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 who was that fool? Told you it's a cool place. We'll try this, watch. Control C. Okay. I don't know what that means, but whatever. We'll do it this way then. Or like, could I just change Control C to copy value? There's probably a key macro creator in here somewhere that I don't have time to dig out and figure out how to use. I want to say ain't nobody got time for that, but people do have time for that, and for me, it's just right now. I should say, though, right now about this, I'm feeling very confident in the Pavlok. I'm feeling this will be a $200 well spent. And then it will be my most expensive alarm clock. Which, it's really cool to think about how small we've gotten stuff now digitally. Like, this keeps track of time all on its own. And I'm just looking over there at some of my alarm clocks that are small and portable that are digital. And they're bigger than this. Part of it's the display. I recognize that. Part of it is the shape. I also recognize that too. Just you want it to be something relatively substantial that can stand up on its own. But we've come a long way since those alarm clocks. I'm looking at one of my bigger alarm clocks and wondering how much of it was design, like we want it to look like this, and how much of it was we need this much space to fit all this stuff in here to make it do these cool features. Although people rattle when you shake them. Rattle when you break them. Intonations. You know, even though this is slightly cumbersome, not as nice as doing it with the keyboard, it still is faster. Like, let's watch this. So we do new frame, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi, 11 Mississippi, 12 Mississippi, 13 Mississippi, 14 Mississippi, 15 Mississippi, 16 Mississippi, 17 Mississippi, 18 Mississippi, 19 Mississippi, 20 Mississippi, 1 Mississippi, 22 Mississippi, 23 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 25 Mississippi, 26 Mississippi, 27 Mississippi, 28 Mississippi, 29 Mississippi. So, let's say it was about 30 seconds to modify my points. Oh, I need to remember about down here too, because the door's coming into play. Oops, so then this is 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi. So it's like 30 seconds for the initial and then 6 seconds for the copy. Time saver. Bleep, boop, boop, doop, doo, 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 doo. When I'm happy. Another mint, if you will. There was a little hole in this sweet striped soft mint, and so I decided to blow through it for fun. Feel the air come out. So, yesterday for family home evening, my singles ward did indexing and a movie. And the movie that was ultimately picked out of the selection there was, oh, Singing in the Rain. It's a classic, I know, but it's a classic that I don't enjoy. Like, ugh. I found it kind of boring as a kid, not very funny. And there's another guy there who agreed with me, so that was cool. So the only thing good was Singing in the Rain. The only thing good that I remember was Moses supposes his toes are roses. But Moses supposes erroneously, for Moses he knows his toes are roses. Yeah. But now that I'm actually looking back on watching it yesterday, because I was kind of half watching, I had my earbuds in, I was, doing indexing, playing a few games here and there, listening to music, and I would turn around every once in a while to see what was going on, because I was kind of wanted to get the gist of the story again, and I'm realizing things that I didn't fully realize as a kid, or, if I did, I don't know, I have a better realization of it, and you realize, oh, like, I was just, because the thought that hopped in my mind a second ago was, so, wait, why was that one movie that, whatever her name is, with the high voice made? Which, there was actually someone in my ward who could do that voice really good. Good impersonation. And then I was like, oh, because the problem is she's now talking in movies and everybody's doing it. And she doesn't sound great. Got this high, squeaky voice. Not very good for I love you. I love you with a fiery passion. Is different than I love you with a fiery passion. It doesn't carry the same weight to it. Ugh. Goodness. Now, if I'm sure that, like, for her, taking that character, or anybody even like that character in real life, once they find true love, for the lover, it will have that same meaning, and for the person that actually, for real life people, they'll be like, oh, they actually love each other in real life. It carries the same weight having her say it high and squeaky. But in a film, not necessarily. And I just realized this is me and my mom's song. I just noticed that was still running. Frozen tears go down. Bad enough. Breath can blow the whole world down. I'm gonna listen to that one more time, because I just realized what song it is. I should know what song is playing next. I did get distracted talking, but I might have mentioned this before, but I recently found, like, I put a bunch of songs that I like listening to. Some of them are kind of my favorites, and some of them I just felt like, into a list, rather than one song on loop. This sounds familiar. I'm going to finish it in case I didn't mention it. But instead of putting one song on loop for several hours, or listening to an entire album, I grabbed a bunch of songs from different albums on my phone and listened to them. And then one song came on, and I was fully expecting the next song to be the next one in its album. No, it wasn't. It was the whatever next I picked. So, yeah. BFDI half quote. Impersonation. I was saying that in the way that Yellowface would. So, yeah. Bye now. As you first look in those eyes, what tangle that hurt perchance. Ah, I missed the whole first chorus. Oh well. Fighting in the bathroom. There we go. Stretch my legs a bit. Screaming in the new moon. This song is... It's about arguing and kind of not wanting to argue, and do you feel the same way? I'll do a video on it sometime later. I was going to explain it now, but take time. Now, do you feel the same way too? All this time, could you feel the same way too? Could you? You know, I just had the thought, like, I wonder how they're controlling voltage on here. But I've seen enough Big Clive, really cool channel. Go should watch. Takes apart random stuff from eBay and places and looks at their electronics. But I realized they probably just got some sort of controller in here that says, here's how much voltage to send. It's computerized and stuff like that. And you know, I'm surprised. I would think that I would be overthinking those words in my head and stuff by now. I'm doing better than I have the past few days. Thanks to this little guy. I think that it'd be over, but I've had a few slip-ups, so apparently it's not over. Apparently my hate for pain is not enough to make it a one-time deal. But, oh, how I wish it was. How I long to be over with all of my horrid issues. Like, seriously. I mean, saying bad words in my head is one of the lesser ones. There's worse things that I do. Like, go watch the video about when Green died. I miss you, Green. I also miss Melon. He was the other parakeet that I had alongside Jima for a while. But Jima, if she misses Melon, it's only a tiny bit. Their relationship was almost like, let's say that you were in China, a foreigner, kind of, and you get along okay with the people there, but it still feels kind of awkward and foreign, And then there's this one other person of your same race, opposite sex, that kind of sort of liked you and was always wanting to do stuff with you and hang out with you and be near you. And they were also kind of sort of annoying. And then when they were gone, when they left, you missed having a white person around, but all you necessarily missed about them was the fact that they were white. All she misses about Melon was the fact that Melon was another bird. That's it. I'm sure in real life you'd probably end up missing more than that. You might possibly, you know, end up just missing their annoyingness and a little bit and stuff like that, and get tears and be like, oh, I should have been nicer to that guy. I'm sorry. That's highly illogical. Sorry, oh. No, well, you know what I just did? I was thinking about a video idea that I had, and then I just said out loud one of the lines from that video idea. I don't know if I'm actually going to do this or not. I probably will, because it's a cool idea. All I'm going to say is Buecophobia. And that's it. Put you down another sweet stripe. I just need to check something. Whoops. I'm just checking to make sure I remember the next day I work correctly. Not tomorrow. So Thursday. And then Saturday. Pull up the live chat again. There we go. Sorry, Jima. I just want to say I love you, girl. Yep, another Jima mess. All clean. Love you, sweetie. For sleeping child. This is actually really cool. Cause of this, I'm able to actually see her head and see how whether or not it's in the shot or not. That's really cool and nice to be able to do. Be able to do. First, I just thought of, like, what if you did B-A-B-L-E, which would actually be Babel? So if you did B-A-E, B-E-L, which in writing would sound like bae, I think means girlfriend, some slang like that. I probably don't know the full meaning of bae. Or is it just like, she's my bae? Longer would be, she's my baby. Is that it? Is that slang that these kids are using these days? Is that what it means? So it might look like that, but Babel. B-A-E-B-L-E. 6 words, or 6 letters, or B-E-A-B-L-E. Same, not a time saver. Like, not that I actually wanted to make a time saver for Babel. But if, I don't know, it just crossed my mind as something interesting to explore. But I actually kind of sort of avoid acronyms. I used to use them for a bit. There was a phase where I did go through kind of acronyms, even in real life. But after a while, I quickly grew out of them. I'm like, excuse me? Type the full word out when you speak to me, please. Seriously, do it. You were really you. That nearly man was nothing. He was never any goose. Down by the generations be down. Down, down. Down, 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 down. I just got an idea. So watch this. If I take this to wrong direction, this wrong. How about this to there? This. Not that. This one. And that one. Copy. Never mind. What I was hoping would happen is I would copy just these points. So then this frame, paste would be easy. But then this frame, these important modes would stay the same. Nodes, sorry. But then these other nodes that needed to actually be changed would change. Thinking up, looking down. Correct, 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 correct. Yes. Making sure I know my music selection. In all your life, treasure them. Times. Huh. That's closer to her. Okay, so no, not gonna risk it. New time. And you shine. Tight. Better save my progress. Make sure that is saved. This, please. I'm just gonna take these buds out for a bit. Maybe that's why I'm tired. Or what I'm tired of, I should say. To watching. It is 7:58 where I am, so I've still got 2.5 hours and 32 minutes until I need to hit the sack, which probably end up staying later, but right now if I'm up later than 12:30, I zap myself. I'm gonna eventually up that to 11. Oh boy. Okay, back to work. How long have I been going this time? 1 hour and 40 minutes. Okay, we're gonna try and get to this gap here. And then we'll take a break. Good girl. Yeah, you're fluffing out your feathers, making yourself look pretty. Yeah, that's a good birdie. And one more mint. My mind's going all sorts of places, sorry. You guys are just watching a man savor a mint. Not very fun, is it? Well, I apologize. You have my sincerest apologies. Huh. Oh, interesting. I didn't notice that they made the mouse cursor point the opposite way. Interesting. But I guess we read from right to left, so it makes sense you're on that frame. Oh, oops, yeah, goodness, I'm not. Well, let's give this a check really quickly. Yep. That. Have to make sure that this is all the way over to here. Oh. Goodness, this is not. At least it's going to be relatively easy to make sure. Because, I mean... Let's do a test fit. Yeah, that works. Okay, so from that point on, we're good. Oops. Oh, goodness. I just thought of something kind of dumb. I was thinking, like, for some reason I was thinking of Star Wars, and I was thinking of that scene when Finn is all up in Captain Phasma's grill about things and how I can blow your head off. I'm in charge of you now. You're not the boss of me. I am. I'm the boss of you. And then I just thought, and then of course he's in love with Rey, right? Hey, you know, Raby sounds kind of like baby. So we could call her Raby and mix the two together. But then it just sounds like a single rabies. That does not work at all. I have to zap myself again. I dropped it before I even zapped myself. I keep dropping it before I even zap myself. Commit. That even wasn't full power. I can tell. Oh my goodness. I hate this. And I'm glad that wasn't full power. I got the urge to commit to full power. But I'm not going to. I'm going to accept that smaller than 10% shock and go. This is not fun. That's good. Just for some reason thought it was Long Baby by Justin Bieber, which by the way is a good song. Haters gonna hate, but that's a good song. I like that song. I like, I haven't heard a lot of Justin Bieber's work. What's that? I also like Love Yourself. Oh my goodness, I forgot we have that second mask in there that has... Oh. It's okay. We are okay. That will be handled in due time. That will be handled in due time. I'm going to undo that and say I did that edge good. I'm going to call. Let's actually test, because this is an important thing that I mentioned earlier, is test along the way. So this one, let's bring our door in here, like... But remember, we're also going to be blurring this edge, too. So, right now, it kind of looks like, why do we have that split there? If I just pull you up, just a tidge, give a little more hairline to it. Then there's that... Oh, not... And this... That is really the edge of her hair. And it looks wrong. Okay, 1 second. I have to... I have to... Whoops. Oops, wrong way. I have to show myself that this is actually going to work. Gotta make sure we're within the bounds of the original mask. Okay. 2.5, I think is what we said. Fit. Full screen. Before. After. Before. After. Yeah, it looks better after. It blends better. I like that. Okay. Okay, confidence restored. I just pushed F3. I hope I didn't do anything. I'm gonna do a little Control Z. Just go back to before I've added the blur and its line. Went back probably too far. There we go. Here we go. Oh, I love you, sweetie. How long have we been going for? About 2 hours. 2 people watching. Okay. Mon ami. This is a mask. Well, first of all, this. This can go somewhere over here. Out of the way. Back to the... Whoops. I wonder. Wow! I can switch tools from in here. That is really cool. And probably actually very, very, very useful. Okay. You know, I'm kind of running through my mind now of different things that where you could combine the person's name with, like, baby, so that, you know, you're calling them both at the same time, like JB would work. KB. Caleb B doesn't work at all. It doesn't sound at all like baby. It sounds like I'm a bumblebee. Which, funny thing, so one of my favorite coworkers at the call center, his name was Colby. And so one time I drew him a little picture and I put it on his desk and he's like, "What's this?" So I pointed to the 2 things. The first thing was a bee. I was like, "What's that?" "A bumblebee." And then the next little picture on there, these are just pen drawings, was a stocking full of coal. "And what's that?" "Coal." "Yeah, Colby." And he was just like, "Oh." Yeah, that was a funny moment. We had some funny moments there at the... Are you seeing this? Oh, wow. That needs fixing. The fact that I missed this is making me kind of want to cry. Well, also the fact that I haven't seen Colby in, what has it been, a year now? Plus? Not quite a year. I don't know. But Colby, if you happen to see this, I miss you. I should have gotten your number, but instead I just gave you my number. Should have made it a 2-way thing. Here's my number, now let me get your number. Because I miss you. I would totally love to go hang out. Like, if you said you were going to come down to Orem right this minute and we could go to a restaurant or something, I would be like, okay, bye YouTube, best friend's coming over. Although, he's a really good friend. I would consider him one of my best friends. Seriously, you are. But also, I kind of think, for me, it's almost like, but a friend has to have been, like, your friend a little bit longer to really become best. There are other people I would consider my best friend is... Feels like my best friend has changed throughout the years, but I still keep them close to me. keeping them close to me just made me think of the Darkest Hour Winston Churchill movie, where he kept his enemies close to him, which was actually a very, very good thing. Very, very good for you, Winston. Oh, goodness. Okay, we're good. Yeah. Or, like... I'm kind of, sort of understand what he meant. Not exactly, but there's one point where he's like, and I need this guy on my... Because he became the prime minister. He's like, and this guy, what was his name? Yes, that guy, yeah, that guy. I need him on my board as one of my assistants. And who is that sheep in sheep's clothing? And I'm like, usually you say a wolf in sheep's clothing, but if I'm reading that correctly, oh, yeah, should fix this too. If I'm reading that correctly, I think he means plain, simple person. Person very understandable. I think that's what he means. Oh. Oh, goodness. I haven't been fixing down here. This is what happens when you have to work with multiple points on the mask on different sides. Oh boy. It becomes an ugly mess that you wish you didn't have to deal with. Excuse me. Okay, so that one's good. You will live forever. Here's where we get a little bit messy. Messy. Not mercy. Messy. M-E-S-S-Y. Although I did kind of say that with a French accent because I was kind of thinking of Winston Churchill when he went to visit La France to talk with them. It's a really interesting film. The thing it opened up my eyes to was, I thought Winston Churchill, I don't know how he came into power before the movie, but I thought he's a great, powerful leader that gave really good speeches and helped us fight against Hitler and gave us courage again. Which, yes, he did, but the bigger thing he did was get the idea of go out to fight and not surrender into the governments over there. He says something like, when will we learn that we can't be... When will we learn that we can't give in to tyrants, is basically what he says. I forget how he says it, but it's like, every single time that we agree to their terms, it ends up horrible. I've written you down now. You will live forever. Oh, Chima. Stretch out. Oh boy, we are... It just really seems like we're a long way from this, even if I realize that every other one is just a copy decoration. Gotta make sure. Okay, that has been modified properly. Good. Written you down now. You will live forever. I am singing Poet by Bastille. When I first heard their song Pompeii on the radio, I was thinking the name of the song was Bastille. I know it was from the movie Pompeii. Nope, not at all. But I should have also realized... Wow. I'm surprised I didn't remember the order of things, because it's always like, Avicii, Wake Me Up. Avicii's the artist, Wake Me Up is the song. Artist and then song. I'm surprised I didn't remember that back then. Oh well. Time to slugging on, slugging. Which sounds better, slugging or slugging? Slugging sounds, I don't know where I'm from, and slugging sounds more southern accent. Like you're from the south. I'm not gonna even try the southern accent. My mom can do a southern accent, and maybe I could if I really tried. It'd take me a while. The bit of southern that I've gotten, I could understand it just fine. Although I still don't have memorized that y'all, whatever thing. That means them, they, what was it? Oh, I forget. But I don't need to remember. You know, hey, maybe I'll end up going to the South for a mission and I'll learn Southern drawl and speak pretty good over there. Which, I'm not against that at all. Well, I don't like airplane flights and turbulence. So, I would prefer not to go there just because the airplane flight. Anywhere that has me flying, I will go wherever the Lord wants me to go. But I would also like to not have to fly. I'm fine with driving, although that's not very likely if you're going somewhere super far. Like, if it was in Idaho, yeah, they would probably just be like, everybody get on a bus, we're going up to Idaho now. Or any of the neighboring states, they probably would. But somewhere really far south, probably no. Sorry, distracted. Distracted. Like it's some kind of video game title. Distracted. Double kill. Triple kill. And then, unfortunately, after that was a bad word, and I stopped playing the game. Like, it was a Minecraft, a game that looked like Minecraft, but it was a fighting game on Facebook that I played for a little bit. But after a while, I was just like, it's not worth it with that in there. And I'm not zapping myself because I'm not just in my mind kind of blurting out the word because I just had first a little bit there running through my mind the word from the game, so I'm not going to punish myself. Like, if a thought comes into my mind and I kind of sort of entertain that thought or say, yes, okay, that deserves a zap. But if that doesn't happen, no zap. I don't need to zap myself every time I randomly remember that one little movie scene or whatever that was inappropriate. Save our progress. Same frame. Oh boy, I'm gonna take a break here. I'm gonna take a break. Depending on how long of a break I take, may come back. Like, you know, getting close to 9:30 is kind of getting close to cutoff time. Try to be in bed by 10:30, but yeah, I'm gonna take a break. So I'll see whoever two are watching. See you guys later. Play some games, do some relaxing stuff, and then come back to it. Hopefully, just relieve my mind of stress. Could also be eye strain too, which let me just double check. Maybe I had it like just 10% too high on the brightness. Although it's not a huge noticeable difference, that 10% drop. But try it drop down. So yeah, see you guys in